watching this video because you want to know if an SSD hard drive is really worth the effort or the cost. So what I've done is I've set up a little experiment to show the difference that an SSD can make in a normal laptop. This is a Dell Inspiron 17-inch laptop. It's got an i7 processor, 8 gigs of RAM. Nothing too terribly special. Pretty good for a laptop, but it's still just a generic laptop. The original hard drive that came with it is a Samsung Platter drive, 1 terabyte drive, and what I'm going to be swapping into it is a Kingston 240 gig SSD, and I will include a link down below in the description area, so if you are interested in checking this out more. First things first, obviously a 1 terabyte worth of data doesn't fit on a 240 gig hard drive. Well, how I did this is I cleaned up my hard drive and made sure I had less than 240 gigs worth of used data on this hard drive so that all of my stuff could be cloned over. So effectively, these two hard drives contain the exact same computer hardware operating system and files, user files, everything. It's a clone of this one. So the first thing we're going to do is I will reinstall the original hard drive, and then we will do a boot test. I will explain more on the boot test here in just a minute. Through some movie magic, we will speed up the installation process. So here we go. Okay, so our installation is complete. Now we're getting ready to 3D printed phone holder. Nifty little tool we'll use. Alright, we're getting ready to boot the computer. So the boot process that we're going to do, so that you all understand that we're doing the exact same thing with both hard drives and we're going to time it, is when I press the power button here, I'm going to start the timer on the phone. When we're going to end the timer is once I am able to open Google and see my Google homepage. That's with the point that the computer is fully usable, we're using a program, and for most common use, most people use their computers for internet, so you'll be able to directly relate the time in which it takes to get on your computer, start it up, and start browsing the internet. We'll do this 2 times, once with this hard drive, and then we'll swap it out to the Kingston, and we will time that boot process as well, and we'll go from there. So bring this back up. Alright, here we go. 1, 2, 3. Alright, computer is now powering on, and we'll watch the clock. With a little bit of movie magic, we'll be able to speed this up because it's not the fastest thing in the world. There, let's go ahead and click on Chrome. Clicked on it 1 time. Now we're waiting for all the startup programs to finish doing their thing, and Chrome was going to pop up. Once Chrome pops up and is ready to be used, then we'll go ahead and stop the timer. Still waiting on Chrome to finish getting ready to go. And there it is, timer stopped. Google's up, ready to use, and it finished that process in 1 minute and 41 seconds. So now I'm going to go ahead and shut it down, switch the hard drives, reset the clock, and we'll repeat that same exact process with an SSD to show the difference that a solid-state hard drive makes and how fast a computer can operate with no other changes. Alright, there we go. Our computer is now set up with our SSD installed. Set our timer back out. Timer has been reset. Now here comes where the magic comes. And here we go. Ready, set, go. Computer is booting up. Now this one I'm not even going to speed up. I'm just going to tell you that, again, this hard drive is running a clone of the same exact software that's seen on this one. And the login time is exponentially faster. Within 20 seconds, 24 seconds is how long it took to get onto the internet. The only difference being a solid-state hard drive and a platter drive. Now, a swap like this is doable in just about any laptop, any desktop, and will, without changing any other hardware in your system or reprogramming it or optimizing how anything runs, just changing from a platter drive to a solid state has the potential to make that much of a difference. And we all know how much we hate waiting on computers to load up. So again, I'll have a link down in the description to the hard drive that's in this computer, as well as a few other hard drives that I run in my different computers for different applications, but they're all SSDs that I've tested, used, and all have these kind of results. If you have any questions, be sure to leave them down in the comments, like my video, share, and don't forget to check out those SSDs. It's an easy thing to swap out. If you have questions about doing that, feel free to leave that down in the comments as well. Thanks for watching.